For all the bored iOS users in lockdown who don't want anything out of pocket, here are the top 50 free iOS games of the last 4 years, arranged by Play Scores. The Play Score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. And for more lists, you can check out our website whattoplay.com, link in the description box right below. 50. Langrisser. A classic SRPG from the 90s gets an iOS port. This refreshing and renewed take on the tactical role-playing game has something new for the series' veterans and beginners. Revisit the game's 300 classic levels while adding the modern ease of guild battles and boss raids with friends in real-time tactical battles with a score of 8.69. 49. Identity V. Taking inspiration from Gaiman and Burton's Coraline, Identity V places players in a 1 vs 4 asymmetrical survival horror game. Like any other game of the genre, you become the hunter or the hunted. Select from its eerie cast of characters and prepare yourself for a demented version of hide and seek. 48. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. For those who want to enjoy Nintendo's beloved life simulation game on the Switch, this iOS version of Animal Crossing provides a portable sanctuary for aspiring builders and survivalists. Design your own little campsite and watch it grow into a bustling community of oddballs. A play score of 8.69. Next up, 47. Crossy Road Castle. These adorable farm animals have given up on their quest to cross sidewalks. This brand new iteration of Crossy Road Universe takes players in yet another endless quest, and this time set in a towering castle. Move your way up in this chaotic medieval structure and reach as high as you can. 46. Tennis Champs returns. 20 years was a long time ago. Transform your iOS device into a little time machine and go back to the simple days of pixel-perfect titles. Tennis Champs is an improved version of the classic from 2 decades ago, this time with an added career mode and improved AI. 45. Playdead's Inside. Winner of numerous awards, this indie platformer from Playdead lets you assume control of a young boy running away from something. Set in a bleak dystopian future, solve challenging puzzles and get carried away into its absorbing and terrifying world. A play score of 8.72. At 44, Brawl Stars. Supercell had us with their clan wars, now get ready for a fast-paced multiplayer game that takes place just under 3 minutes. Choose from its wide selection of heroes with unique abilities and enter the battlefield alone or form a squad of up to 3. A play score of 8.72. 43. Dragon Project. Fight monsters and balance the ecosystem in this action RPG for the iOS. Interact with its universe using its one-touch design. Everything you can do is achievable with the power of one finger. Team up with up to 4 players and hunt together in a gauntlet of colossal beasts. It's no Monster Hunter, but it has its own charm with a score of 8.73. At 42, Godzilla Defense Force. A treat for fans of both the franchise and the base defense genre. Based on Toho's official IP, meet the series' mightiest kaiju from Mothra to Rodan and to Godzilla himself. Defeat them in battle and you'll get to keep them as monster cards to use their skills and buffs in the next ones. 41. Shin Megami Tensei DX2. Atlus may be busy with their Persona series right now, but the iOS gets a little bit of SMT love too. Brought to the mobile by Sega Corporation, unravel a dark and mysterious tale as the Demon Downloader. Use the powers of your smartphone to summon ferocious beasts and pit them against the evil acolytes. 40. Forgotton Anne. Forgotton Anne tells tales of a world where objects take sentience. Decode a strange phenomena as she herself takes on her journey home. Not only drawing you in with intrigue of their spirited away-like universe, its platform puzzles are also uniquely engaging. It receives a score of 8.75. 39. Bombastic Brothers Top Squad. When the world is overrun by a swarm of nasty bugs, who are you gonna call? Of course, it's the Bombastic Brothers. This semi-legal team of soldiers and agents are determined to fulfill their duties. So enjoy its fun and old-school platformer mechanics while you choose your hero, pick your favorite weapon, and even upgrade your own spaceship to take down those epic fight bosses. 38. Darkness Rises. This hack-and-slash title is crafted for mobile users. Dive into high-textured worlds and bring down towering bosses as berserkers or wizards. Darkness Rises oozes with style, and the addition of its unique Soul Link ability lets players take control of the monsters they face. It receives a score of 8.75. 37. Egg Inc. An idle clicker with only one goal: more eggs. Develop your own factory that mass produces thousands of eggs per day. It's pretty self-explanatory. This no stress, no worries title is perfect for just dropping by and moving on to your next responsibility. It receives a play score of 8.75. Number 36, Kami 2. A game built purely for relaxing. Based on Japanese paper designs and taking inspiration from the graceful art of paper folding, otherwise known as origami. Minimalistic as it is, this challenging puzzler from State of Play Games packs a ton of content with over 100 handcrafted puzzles and a whole lot more from player contributions. 35. Dragalia Lost. An action RPG where humans and dragons coexist and roam the land. Conquer enemies using an array of powerful attacks and special abilities. You can even turn into a dragon. As a mobile title, use the power of your fingers to swipe damage towards your enemies. It has a score of 8.78. 34. Super Stickman Golf 3. Noodle Cake's sequel to their award-winning Stick series is better and bigger than ever. Face off with over 20 unique courses with real-time or turn-based golf modes, and collect stuff with the game's surprisingly crafty card collecting feature. You can even customize your character's hat. It has a play score of 8.78. 33. Nishan Shaman. Showcasing the beauty and magic behind Northeastern mythologies, this Chinese-developed adventure lets you play as a legendary female figure as you roam around this intricately designed paper-cut world. Nishan Shaman is full of charm and personality, with the goal of spreading awareness to the folklore of Chinese minority tribes. 32. The Guides Axiom. After his huge success with The Guide, this highly anticipated sequel is filled with even more mystifying ciphers and enigmatic storylines. Unlike the premium release of the original, Axiom is free to play with the option to pay whatever you want. A score of 8.8. 31. Dear Evil EXE. Survive a mysterious world where darkness doesn't stop chasing you. A terrifying mix of thriller, platformer, and horror where you take control of a silent hero and guide him as he navigates through a gorgeous yet demented pixel art world. It receives a play score of 8.81. At 30, Burger Shop 2. Build your own fast food empire in the sequel to Go-Bit Games' casual cooking game. Rise from the ranks and earn your place as the best burger shop in town. Add new twists, of course, to keep the hearts of your loyal customers and fill these hungry tummies as the game receives a play score of 8.81. 29. Piffle. It's a crazy world out there, so why not take comfort in these adorable creatures? Simply guide these fascinating piffles by swiping and aiming at the right target. Rack up points by bouncing as many times to achieve combos, and it's a non-complicated iOS game with a score of 8.81. 28. Honkai Impact 3rd. It's hard to believe that this is a mobile game. Built using Unity, this free-to-play hack-and-slash title is actually the spiritual successor to Honkai Gakuen. And Honkai Impact 3rd's charm lies in its selection of dazzling heroines. It's time to face humanity's greatest threats with these beautiful Valkyries with a score of 8.81. 27. Stranger Things The Game. Netflix's popular sci-fi series gets its own mobile game tie-in, so embrace the 80s with this pixel adventure. Looking straight out of an SNES, visit the simple town of Hawkins and go on a conspiracy trip along with the show's ragtag main characters such as Eleven, Mike, Jim, and more. 26. Grumpy Cat's Worst Game Ever. Nothing makes Grumpy Cat smile. And now living in cat heaven, this grouchy feline's legacy is all around the internet. This mobile game, however, is really not the worst. Enjoy a selection of simple minigames that do not spark joy to our beloved cat buddy. a score of 8.83. 25 Asphalt 9 Legends. Gameloft's games have a reputation for being overrun by microtransactions, but they do know how to make a great game, and that's especially true for this 9th installment to their Asphalt Racing series. Pumping it with visual quality, content, and speed, it's still the premier free smartphone racer with a score of 8.86. Number 24, Super Phantom Cat 2. A sequel to Super Phantom Cat's Rainbow Misadventures, the new retro platformer takes us on a mission to rescue our protagonist's little sister. Navigate through 4 new chapters and get to know over 20 new playable characters. It has a play score of 8.88. 23 Old School RuneScape. Still in the same score league, the first iteration of the most popular MMORPGs is back, and now you can bring it along everywhere you go. It's been 17 years since the first release, but the land of Gielinor is still rich with things to do, whether it's fighting for glory, hoarding gold as a humble farmer, or graduating with the way things are going. 22 BTS World. As a global K-pop sensation, BTS have dominated screens everywhere, and you can include yours in the count if you dive into this casual visual novel-like adventure. Get to know your favorite pop stars on and off cam and manage everything from their wardrobes to their style. It earns a score of 8.89. Number 21, Sky Children of the Light. From the makers of the award-winning game Journey comes one of the most breathtaking adventures to come to the platform, a world made of vibrant blue and white. Make friends along the way and help each other out in their enchanting skies. This is all for absolutely free, and I think it deserves its play score of 8.89. 20 Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. For fans of the popular card series, it's time to set out on a brand new adventure as you prove your skill in this game of monster duels. Just to add to the fun is the fact that you'll get to meet the iconic characters from the anime, complete with the voices we knew and loved. It has a play score of 8.91. 19 Alphabear 2. Push the limits of your vocabulary in this sequel packed with even more tile-based word puzzles. Make use of their friendly bear friends to rack up multipliers and extend your streak with each timely power-up. A fan-favorite free game from Spryfox's animal-based game collection, it has a score of 8.92. Number 18, Chess Rush. Pushed out at the dawn of Auto Battler's age, this game is a favorite for being a portable counterpart to what Valve offers in Dota 2. To add to that, it's also a more casual experience with streamlined and fast-paced gameplay that anyone can enjoy, earning it a play score of 8.92. At 17, Good Night Story. A puzzle RPG with a ridiculous premise. Follow the story of a knight as he wakes up with no recollection of last night's event. Throughout your journey, you'll uncover missing memories through the 100 levels of Match 3 gameplay, mixed with RPG elements and a whole load of fresh puns. A play score of 8.94. Number 16, Gwent, the Witcher card game. This one here is a standalone version of everyone's favorite Witcher 3 mini card game. It's a little different from the original since it's built with esports viability in mind. Constantly updating with new cards and new features, it beats out the competition with a score of 8.94. 15, Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle. A follow-up to Slay Away Camp, Blue Wizard Digital comes in with this daring tribute to one of the most iconic slasher films. Dedicating all their gory puzzling to the dreaded Friday the 13th, maneuver through the grid-based stages and deliver that delicious cartoon kill. 14, Soul Knight. A cute top-down shooter with an insane amount of roguelike elements. Retrieve magical stones from high-tech aliens and save the world from impending doom. Procedurally navigate through dungeons where you can blast enemies, unlock heroes, and so much more. It has a play score of 8.94. 13, Trailer Park Boys Greasy Money. From the hit TV show, meet your favorite Trailer Park Boys in their very own mobile game. This idle game lets you run Sunnyvale and build your own empire of liquor, cards, hash, and cash. Basically a video game of all their silly adventures, with a play score of 8.94. 12, Another Eden. A showcase of JRPG talent, Another Eden brings together some of the genre's best minds together. From Chrono Trigger's writer Masato Kato to musical talents like Yasunori Mitsuda and Shunsuke Tsuchiya, all coming together for a familiar tale of hero versus darkness. It earns a score of 8.94. Number 11, Burrito Bison, Lancha Libre. Congregate's Burrito Bison brings along a pair of old pals for another run of their high-flying adventure, this time to bring back his precious cookbook. Watch rainbow gummies explode, make use of the rockets and balloons, and squish his Martian arch-nemesis once and for all. Number 10, Call of Duty Mobile. The newest venture for Tencent Games' renowned FPS series, Call of Duty makes it to the mobile. And while it doesn't have the full-blown graphical quality of its console counterpart, it does have an all-new Battle Royale mode to compete with the rest of today's FPS crop. It receives a play score of 9.01. 9. Hero Hunters. Hothead Games shows off their flair with the graphics of their RPG shooter hybrid. It's about 2 years old now, so it might not be all that anymore, but its campaign following the war against Kurtz, which anchors on cover-based shooting, is still a worthwhile companion for indoor play, earning a score of 9.03. At number 8, Sidorika Sunset. An RPG from your favorite rhythm game studio, Rayark injects all their trademark anime style into a fascinating tale of light versus dark. 4 years in the making, and it's as majestic as you'd expect, with storybook-like expositions and held together with a sensory feast of music and visuals. 7. Bullet Hell Monday. A free-to-play shoot-'em-up from Masayuki Ito, work your way through 50 stages and test your bullet hell skills in 4 levels of difficulty. From easy to heaven, it receives a play score of 9.05. Number 6, Dan the Man. Half-Brick's Kung Fu Fighter gets his own retro-style adventure. It's a classic fast-paced brawler action divided into different worlds and stages. Pick and upgrade a range of moves and take down the baddies of the evil corporation. Number 5, Shadowgun Legends. A futuristic first-person shooter that broke boundaries for the genre upon release. Not only does it have an exhilarating PvP mode, it also has an expansive story campaign that forms the backdrop for its real-time action. It gets a score of 9.09. Number 4, Super Cat Tales. It's family-friendly feline fun. Follow a brave cat as he takes on a grand journey to reunite with his friends. With more than 50 levels, all in cute pixel visuals, it's an all-out cuteness that deserves its play score of 9.09. Finally, onto our top 3, Space Pioneer. It's an impressively polished free-to-play RPG from Vivid Games. Looking stunning on the small screen, you can lose hours to the game as you explore incredible new worlds and galaxies. It earns this 3rd spot with a score of 9.1. Number 2, Data Wing. You can't go wrong with a game that's completely free with no frills. A passion project from Dan Vogt, race around in circuits and retrieval missions as a Data Wing taking orders from a digital narrator. Aside from a gameplay with some cool mechanics, it's all tied up by a story deeply rooted in human emotion. It has a play score of 9.14. Number 1 and the best free iOS game is Flipping Legend. Noodle Cake Studios' casual game lives up to its name with addictive gameplay that's got you zigzagging through a changing landscape of voxel obstacles and themes. It even has that added touch of RPG mechanics, offering different characters and upgradable abilities. Lots of fun for a few hours every day, and it's number 1 with a play score of 9.35.